County looks to repeat as state champions. Today's game is brought to you by Action Realty, Bell Bank, Belmore & Sons, Big John's Car Pro, Builder's First Source, Cargill, CDI Services Comdell, Chahinka Pazoo, Dakota Valley Electric, Econo Foods, Gripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Jack Litch & Associates, Jaworski Glass and Repair, Lilligards, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nutrien Ag Solutions, OK Tire, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Red River Agency, Red River Communications, Red River Human Services, Schmitty's Plumbing and Heating, Shelley Zock of Miller Realty, Smith Motors, and Titan Machinery. Now here's KBMW's Andrew Zimmel.
Good morning and welcome to the Wilkin Drake Neatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company as Post 20 and Post 117 get ready to get underway in about 20 minutes. Somebody's got to go home, win or go home action from the Class A tournament. It's Andrew Zimmel on the call with you, Wahpeton and Kindred. First pitch is in about 20 minutes. Let's get through our bracket to this point. So, yesterday was an up-and-down day for all the teams involved. Castleton took down Wahpeton in a 7-1 victory for the Haymakers, putting them to face up against the Fargo Jets, who took down Watford City 15-3 yesterday in what was one of the longest games in Class A state tournament history, not because it was a pitcher's duel by any means, because there was a weather delay, an hour weather delay pushed that game back. So the Fargo Jets and Watford City, a 15-3 win for the Jets. So Castleton and the Jets will face off. Winner of that game will play at 6 p.m. tomorrow in what would be a semifinal game for the championship. Teams in the losers bracket. So Kindred took down the Bismarck Reps 13-8 yesterday to face up against Wahpeton. Williston, the number one seed out of the West, they're out. They lost to the Bismarck Senators 6-2. So the Senators and Watford City, they will play in the game that comes directly after this game. Winner of that game and the winner of that game will play the winner of Castleton and the Jets. The loser of Castleton and the Jets will play the winner of Wahpeton and Kindred. So if that makes any sense to you, congratulations. You were able to decipher the Class A State Legion Baseball Tournament bracket. It gets confusing, guys. I understand. Wahpeton doing their I.O. right now. Breezy day as we get this one underway. 78 degrees and partly cloudy skies in Watford City. A breeze going from center field into right field. And we haven't had a lot of guys be able to take a ball for a four-bagger just yet. A lot of guys flirted with home runs, a couple of ground rule doubles as balls hit the warning track and bounced over the fence, but nobody's been able to take a shot yard. Well, Wahpeton, they're going to try to do it today as they revamp their starting lineup. A couple guys have arm discomfort, so Jaden King, he's going to be out of the lineup, replaced by Brewer, who will be in right field for Jaden King. But Coach Kappas, he moved around a lot of the players in that starting lineup earlier this season to try to generate some more runs, change it right before the East Region Tournament. He liked the success that they had, but the East Region Tournament did not have the success that Wahpeton thought they were going to have. They've gone 3-3 in their last 6 games. They did not lose 3 games all season long, so losing 3 games in the last 2 weeks. It's a new feeling for a lot of these guys. Wahpeton's new starting lineup. Caden Kapp is at shortstop, batting in the leadoff position again. Torrey Ulick in center field, batting in the 2 spot. Jackson Fleetwood moves up in the order. He's going to bat third and be behind the plate today. Riley Timian defensively at third base, but no, the cleanup hitter in the lineup. Caden Hockert's going to be on the hill and batting in the 5 spot. Gavin Schroeder moves down the order. He's going to be in left field, batting in the 6 spot. Josiah Hoffman at first base in the 7 hole. Skylar Blado DHing this afternoon in the 8 spot, and Jack Riddenhauer in the 9 spot playing second base. Playing right field and not hitting will be Brewer, who's going to be playing for the injured Jaden King in right field. So Wahpeton brought up a couple guys to start this tournament action, and hopefully they can see some results out of guys like Braxton Polly, Josiah Brewer, and a lot of the other guys in the lineup. Hockert starts on the hill, but it's been rumored that Nicky Zock, who was under his pitch count yesterday, will see some action. We'll see how that goes. You're listening to B92.7. More of the Wilkin Drake Neatery pregame show after the break on B92.7.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay $24.25 an hour plus $300 a month commuting bonus. www.cargill.com/careers. Good luck, Wahpeton Post 20 and all the teams in the East Region Baseball Tournament.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton. Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
Belmore & Sons in Wahpeton provides their customers with sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic plumbing. Belmore & Sons are licensed, bonded, and certified. Give them a call at 642-8689 or 640-7662. Belmore & Sons, serving the area in sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic pumping. Give them a call at 642-8689.
Big John's Car Pro, your undercar specialist at 209 4th Street South in Wahpeton, offers free estimates on the repair or replacement of exhaust systems for cars, RVs, and trucks. Big John's also offers complete radiator repair, tires and alignments, specializing in catalytic converters, shocks and struts, and complete brake service from professionals with years of experience. Call 642-5194 to set up your appointment. Big John's Car Pro in Wahpeton.
At the center of every home lies a place where loved ones unite, children snack with new best friends after school, and world problems are debated over wine. Welcome to the kitchen, where ideas thrive, recipes are born, meals turn into moments, and life is inspired. Medallion Cabinetry offers a wide range of kitchen styles from traditional to contemporary. Get inspired with Medallion Cabinetry from Builder's First Source in Wahpeton, or visit us at www.medallioncabinetry.com. Let our medallion designers inspire you.
Comdale Innovation is seeking individuals for full-time production for a variety of shifts. Work for an employee-owned company, clean, climate-controlled, and who cares about the environment with ISO certifications. Starting wage is $15 an hour day shift and 12-hour or afternoon shift $16 an hour, with $150 for afternoon shift and $3 an hour working nights, 7P to 7A. Seeking shift maintenance and tool and die makers. Pay based on experience. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Apply today at Comdale Innovation or online at comdaleinnovation.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as we get this Class A State Legion Baseball Tournament underway. We're about 15 minutes from first pitch on B92.7. Let's talk about Kindred a little bit. Now, I talked to a couple of the Kindred parents, and Kindred parents are some of my favorite fans in the eastern side of the bracket. A lot of passion, a lot of good guys over there. They might have slept on Watford City on day one. Friday night, they had the last game of the day. Kindred, the number 1 seed out of the East, play the number 4 seed out of the West. Watford City, the only reason that they're here is because they get to host the party. Now, a lot of people have a little bit of discrepancies with that. They don't really love the idea that, okay, just because you host the tournament means you get to be there. But we've seen stranger things happen. Watford City came in as a 4 seed, as a invite to the party that they're hosting, and they took down the number 1 seed out of the East. The only East team to lose on day one was Kindred. Well, they had a little bit of pent-up aggression. They took it out yesterday on the Bismarck Reps, a 13-8 win in Game 1 of the day to face off against Wahpeton here. Now, Kindred's pitching is very similar to Wahpeton's pitching. They've got about 3 guys that can really throw strikes and a bunch of guys who have thrown innings during the regular season. That's kind of where Wahpeton is too. They've got 3 pitchers who normally are going to be able to give you a good outing, give you strikes, put the ball in play. Kindred's the exact same way. We'll see who they decide to roll out here. Their starting pitcher, however, we have that information for you. Starting on the hill will be Jack Wold, who pitched a couple of innings, if you remember, in the East Region tournament, but didn't get a lot of action. He was not the pitcher that went 7 innings toe-for-toe with Jaden King. Now, King had an excellent outing against Kindred in the East Region tournament. However, King has been having elbow discomfort, shoulder discomfort, arm discomfort for the lefty pitcher, so he's out of the lineup today. He only pitched 2 innings yesterday, got rattled early, and had to take a seat on the bench. Nicky Zock, of course, came in relief, and so did Gavin Schroeder. So we'll see if Wahpeton's pitching, how they kind of handle the situation today. It's very interesting for teams in this position. Kindred and Wahpeton, they have each other's number. This is not a buddy-buddy type of game. This is not a game between, say, we'll call it Breckenridge and Wahpeton, where, it's good fun. You have a good time on the 4th of July, but at the end of the day, this game doesn't really count. Kindred and Wahpeton, they're out for blood. This is a grudge match. Loser will have to drive that 6-hour journey back to the east side of the state. The winner gets to have one more night in a sweet hotel, so we'll see what happens here. More great coverage coming up after the break on B92.7. Your home for American Legion Class A baseball.
Hey, if you've ever been to Chankaba Zoo on a summer day, you know it's a whole different, beautiful world. A world that's filled with those crazy spider monkeys and gibbons. And how much time will you spend watching the otters play around? At Chankaba Zoo, you can come eye to eye with the cheetahs and see how much summer fun the new tigers are having too. So listen, this summer when this crazy old world gets to be too much, step into a whole other world. Chankaba Zoo, bigger and better in 2022. Open 7 days a week from 10 till 7.
Electricity makes our lives easier. It's a reliable energy source that needs to be respected when it comes to safety. Dakota Valley Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, reminds us that storms not only make our roads dangerous, but can take down a power line. If you see a downed power line, Dakota Valley Electric urges you to move away from it and anything touching it. It could still be energized and extremely dangerous. If you see a downed or low-hanging power line, keep everyone away from it and stay safe. This safety message from Dakota Valley Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Econo Foods is now hiring baristas and an assistant manager for Caribou Coffee. Please apply in-store or ask for Zachariah or Lana, or email your resume to west.hr@lukens.com. If you would like to advertise a job opening on KBMW's Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new parking lot or new roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Jack Lichen Associates Agency in Wahpeton is proud to be a local sports sponsor. Representing State Auto, Jack Lichen Associates offers home, auto, life, health, farm, and business insurance. Call and talk to Paul, Justin, Angel, Jay, and Greg. Let them help customize a policy that will fit you. Your best insurance is a good agent. Jack Lichen Associates Insurance Agency serves North Dakota and Minnesota. Call 642-6022. Jack Lichen Associates, representing State Auto.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay $24.25 an hour plus $300 a month commuting bonus. www.cargill.com/careers. Good luck Wahpeton Post 20 and all the teams in the East Region Baseball Tournament.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
A reputation for being the best. The toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that mean business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. Call 642-9129 or stop on out to Bobcat of Wahpeton Breckenridge on Highway 13 West in Wahpeton. Minn Kota Ag Products is a grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. They are located in the southern Red River Valley and western Minnesota and eastern North Dakota. With the farming industry expanding at great lengths, Minn Kota Ag Products is here to provide area farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. Deep band tillage, soil testing, lime spreading, chemical application, and fertilizer application are just a few of the wide variety of services they offer at Minn Kota Ag Products. Nutrien Ag Solutions in Wahpeton is here to provide local expertise to ag producers and help them take advantage of all the opportunities agriculture has to offer. Whether it's supplying the best performing seed for your unique growing conditions, improving the health of crops to make yields stronger, or providing the right protection to battle disease, weeds, and pests, Nutrien Ag Solutions is there to help. Give them a call at 701-642-5965. Nutrien Ag Solutions, your ag retailer of the future.
They say when the going gets tough, the tough get going. At OK Tire, we're here to keep you going. From Firestone tires and replacements to retreads and even Firestone tracks, we have you covered. Our certified Firestone experts are ready to get you back up and running, no matter if you're on site or in the field, saving you time and money. OK Tire, we keep the tough going.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7, your home for American Legion baseball all summer long. Let's go through your starting lineup one more time for Post 20. Leading off is Caden Kappas in the 2-spot, Tori Ulick. 3, Jackson Fleetfoot. Cleaning up, Riley Timian. Batting 5th, Caden Hockert. 6, Gavin Schroeder. 7th, Josiah Hoffman. In the 8 spot, Skylar Blado. 9 is Jack Rittenhauer. Not batting and playing right field is Josiah Brewer. And for the Kindred Post 117 Vikings, pitching is Josh Mold. Behind the plate, Jeremiah Docker. At first base, Nick Thompson. Second base is going to be Graham Glasso. Third base is Jorgen Swenson. Shortstop, Carter Schmitz. Left field, Connor Rowland. Center field, Matt Pearson. And in right field, Mason Almeros. So Wahpeton getting ready to try to score some runs. Wahpeton's 3 wins this past 6 have come when they score the first run. So if Wahpeton can get some runs on the board early, that's how they've found ways to win games. And in game 1 of this tournament, they had all the bats doing it at the same time. They had a tough time a lot of the time, or they have a tough time a lot of times, where they only get a couple hits here, a couple hits there. Yesterday they were 4 hit. That can't happen if Wahpeton wants to take down the Kindred Vikings. So right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher as we get ready to get this one underway. Wahpeton wearing red jerseys, navy numbers, white outlines. Kindred, blue jerseys, white numbers, white pants. Top of the first, nobody down. Your first pitch brought to you by Gripper Sports Store. Breaking ball misses inside, 1-0 count. First pitch at 11:59 a.m. So we're a minute early. Love to see it. Wold comes set out of the windup. Rocks back. The delivery. Catches the outside corner. Paints the black. 1-1 count. Amateur officials upstairs thought it was a ball. So scoreboard operators struggling. 1-1 count. The delivery. This is away. 2-1. Captain steps back into the box. Cloud covers over Watford City. The pitch. Hard hit ball back of the middle. Shortstop gloves it. Goes one. Waiting for the official call here. Not in. Throw is in time. So Kappas goes down on the 6-3 putout. Good bang-bang play by the Viking defense up the middle. Tori Ulick steps to the plate. Left-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher. 78 degrees at time of first pitch. Nice cloud cover. Makes it a cool day. Pitch down the middle on the lefty. Goes for a strike. 0-1 count. Ulick's open stance. Takes a couple of wiggles of the bat. Catcher sets up inside. The pitch way outside. Breaking ball. Didn't want to break for the pitcher. 1-1 count. One down. Nobody on. 4-post 20 at the top of the first. Wold looms back. Delivery. Chopper, field on the infield grass by the third baseman, goes one with it in time. 2 down as Jackson Fleetfoot steps in. Riley Timian on deck. Fleetfoot having a quick conversation with the catcher. And Jackson Fleetfoot, he's been known to have a couple of words for home plate umpires and catchers. All in good fun. Good way to get the fraternity going. Everybody that stands behind the plate. Jeremiah Docker catching for the Vikings, sets up low and away on the right-handed batter, the delivery. Fleetfoot watches one go down the pipe. Wahpeton batters don't like that outside pitch. I'll tell you, ever since the Choco Taco went out of existence, they don't like to go oppo. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball fools Fleetfoot way ahead on the pitch. 0-2 count. That's what the kids call it when you go oppo. And Oppo Taco. Wahpeton not a team that does a lot of that. The 0-2. High fly ball on the first base side. Right fielder drifts underneath it and makes the grab. So after half inning, Wahpeton and Kindred tied 0 apiece. You're listening to B9 2.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Life moves fast. Is your internet keeping up? Switch to Red River Communications fiber-fast broadband internet and make buffering and glitching a thing of the past. For over 70 years, Red River Communications has provided the Red River Valley industry-leading technology, all backed by a team of local experts. To upgrade your internet, visit redrivercom.com or give us a call at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
Welcome back to Watford City. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. Caden Hockert on the hill. Let's go through your starting infield for post 20. So Hockert on the hill, Fleetfoot behind the dish. Hoffman at first, Riddenhauer at second, Kappas at short, Timian at third, Schroeder, Ulick, and Josiah Brewer in the outfield. Up to bat this inning for Kindred post 117 Vikings, Mason Almeros, the right fielder. Matt Peterson, the center fielder. And Nick Thompson, the big first baseman. All of those players up to bat this inning. Hockert, his scouting report is that he loves his curveball. He loves the off-speed stuff, sometimes to a fault. We'll see if he can throw some strikes today with Nicky Zock in the wing. Right now, the assumption is that Hockert will throw a couple innings and Zock will hopefully close it out. The pitch misses away, fastball outside, 1-0 count. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Almero steps back in. Close stance for the righty. Hockert out of the stretch. The pitch catches the outside corner, 1-1 count. Hockert working on the first base side of the rubber, goes back out of the windup. The pitch, hard hit ball, gets past Rittenhauer at second. Brewer fields it in right field, throws it back in. A leadoff single by the leadoff man brings up Matt Peterson. One runner on for Kindred in the bottom of the first. Wahpeton has a tough road to hoe. Coming into the tournament as a 4 seed, they're going to be the visiting team no matter how this tournament breaks. They will be the visiting team for the rest of the tournament, win, lose, or draw. Matt Pearson, the left-handed batter, sees one pitch, takes it into right field, gets past Brewer in right field as Pearson rounds first, goes into second, runner rounds third, comes in. Almera's play at the plate, not in time. Triple by Matt Peterson for an RBI. Kindred gets on the board first. And Josiah Brewer misplays the ball in the outfield in the corner. So Brewer misplays it, rolls into the corner. He gets it in as quick as he can, but not before Pearson has a 3-bagger. Up bat, Nick Thompson, the power-hitting first baseman. Hockert, the delivery. Breaking ball, he takes this one high and far. Ulick drifts underneath it, makes a grab. Runner tags up and scores. Ulick on the ground in the outfield. Looks like he might have twisted an ankle. Field umps talking about it. Looks like he might have twisted his ankle. Either way, Thompson has a sac fly RBI, 1 down. And the trainer comes out to talk to you or to look at Ulick. And Wahpeton already having a couple guys injured and kind of beat up a little bit. They cannot afford to have any other situation. Ulick tells his coach to go back to the dugout. Ulick shakes off. Looks like he might have just rolled his ankle on the turf. So 1 down, 2-0 lead for Kindred in the bottom of the first. Jack Packer, the DH, steps up. Packer, another big boy, throws over to Riley Timian, who touches third base. Hockert rocks back, the delivery, misses away, ball 1. And Hockert, before that first pitch, threw over to Timian just to make sure that the runner did tag up at third base on the sac fly. Home plate umpire says he did. It's the pitch inside and high, 2-0 count. Caden Hockert trying to tie a bow tie for the big DH. 1 down, nobody on. Bottom of the first, 2-0 lead for Kindred. The delivery from Hockert, breaking ball down the middle of the plate for a strike. 2-1. And that high fly ball by Nick Thompson went into the outfield. Ulick was able to make the grab. The pitch misses away. 3-1 count. That was a curveball that didn't break either. Something that Hockert struggles with a little bit. Sometimes that curveball doesn't want to do what he wants it to. The 3-1. The pitch inside, walks Packer. So runner on first for Carter Schmitz, the shortstop. 2-0 lead for Kindred, 1 down. Want to give a shout out to all of our listeners back in Wahpeton, including the B Legion coach. The delivery misses high. Flea flip throws over. Hoffman able to stay in front of it. 1-0 count to Schmitz. Great season by Coach Mannock and the B Legion boys. Hockert out of the stretch, the pitch. Catches the upstairs corner. 1-1 count. Schmitz steps back in. Schmitz, an interesting fashion decision, has the stirrups but keeps the pants low. The delivery. Catches the outside corner again. Hockert painting the black. 1-2 count. Packer taking a conservative lead at first base. Not a big threat to steal. It'd take a bad pass ball for the big first baseman to go. Pitch away, and the ball gets by. Fleetfoot rolls to the backstop, and that'll be enough to get Packer to go to second. 2-2 count. Looks like that ball just went out of the mitt of Jackson Fleetfoot. That's the trouble with a junk ball pitcher, especially for a catcher. You really got to be on your A game. You got to make sure nothing gets by you. The 2-2, one down, runner in scoring position for Kindred. Hockert out of the stretch. The delivery. Misses away. Full count now to the shortstop. 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Kindred knocking on the door. Runner at second. Cap is holding him on. Hockert, the delivery. Chopper off the front of the plate. Goes down the third baseline. Fleetfoot takes Hoffman off the bag. Packer rounds third, comes into home. Schmitz gets on the E2. So Carter Schmitz pulls in to second base. Packer scores from second. 3-0 ball game for Kindred. And boy, oh boy, the Vikings are putting it on. 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Jackson Fleetfoot goes out to talk to his pitcher. Got to calm down, the righty. And that ball by Schmitz, it looked like he grounded it right in front of the plate, rolled down the third baseline a little ways. Fleetfoot just rushed the throw. 2-day delivery to Hoffman at first base, airmailed it. Breeze picking up in Watford City. Hockert comes set out of the stretch. Cap is holding the runner on second. The delivery misses away. 1-0 count. And Caden Kappas, he pitched game 1 of this tournament. Expressed a little bit of arm discomfort to me, but nothing too serious. The 1-0 pickoff move, not in time. Caden Kappas thinks that he was able to put the tag on. Schmitz just got underneath. Jorgen Swenson, the third baseman at the bat, 1-0 count. Hockert comes set on the hill. The delivery way above the strike zone. 2-0 count. Breaking ball not doing what Hockert wants. And as the breeze continues to pick up a little bit, going from center field into right field, a breezy day will change some of your pitches, especially the velocity. The pitch misses high. 3-0 count. If you throw a lot of balls that have a lot of movement, right? Because it's the seams that are creating that vacuum, pulling it one way or the other. A breeze will kind of disrupt that. The pitch, 4 straight balls to Swenson, puts 2 runners on, and Chris Kappas is not happy. He comes out to talk to his guy. 2 runners on for the Kindred Vikings as Jeremiah Docker, the slugging backstop, getting ready to come to the plate. Kindred already has a 3-0 lead, and you know, they had a tough night. Game 1 was only able to score a handful of runs, but really put the screws in yesterday against the Bismarck Reps. In Game 1, they lost to Watford City in 7 innings, 4-3, not able to get any runs in that bottom of the 7th. But against the Bismarck Reps, they were the home team as well. We were able to score 13 runs, so picking up right where they left off yesterday morning. Conversation on the mound broken up as Chris Kappas goes back to his dugout. 1 down, 2 on for the Kindred Vikings. 320 to the corners, 360 to dead center field as the clouds continue to roll over Watford City, the home of this state tournament. If you've never been to Watford City, it's not exactly a tourist destination, but it is a mecca when it comes to baseball stadiums. It's a very great baseball stadium at the Rough Rider Center. 1 down, left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery. In the dirt, gets away from Fleetfoot. Runners advance the base. 2 runners in scoring position for Docker. It's Carter Schmitz at third and Jorgen Swenson at second. 1-0 count. Swenson wearing number 3. I'd always love to know how some of these guys get their numbers, right? Big Bryce Harper fan, you a fan of the Sultan of SWAT, Babe Ruth, or was it just the first jersey that you were able to pick up out of the pile? Left-handed batter, the delivery. Down the middle of the play for a strike, 1-1 count. Once across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first, 3-0 lead for Kindred. Hocker comes set on the hill, looks in. The delivery. Misses high and away, 2-1 count. Docker takes a couple of practice cuts, chokes up on the bat, steps back in. Working in the back corner of the batter's box, the 2-1. The delivery. High fly ball. Schroeder comes in hard on it in center field. Kappas goes behind third base and makes the grab. 2 down on the flyout. Connor Rowland, the number 8 hitter, steps to the plate. It looked like Docker might have just got underneath that ball. 2 runners on for Kindred. 2 down in the bottom of the first, 3-0 lead for the Vikings. Hocker comes set on the hill out of the stretch. The pitch. Fly ball goes behind the crow's nest. 0-1 count. Hockert steps back on the rubber, working on the first base side. Looks in. Fleetfleet gives the signs from behind the plate. Looks back at his runner at second. Comes set. The pitch. Breaking ball fouled off. And the breaking ball was able to change up on Connor Rowland. Might have been looking fastball there. So the infield looks ready. Comes set. Rowland steps back in. Graham Glasso on deck, number 9 hitter. The delivery, breaking ball, misses high and inside. 1-2 count. What you can't do here if you're Hocker is lose this batter. First base is open, but you don't want to have the Kindred Vikings bat through in the first inning. The 1-2. Fleetfoot sets up outside. The pitch. Gets him looking. First K for Caden Hocker as 1 inning in the books. 3-0 lead for Kindred as we bring up the top of the second. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we find people to work for you. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. $17 an hour or more, depending on experience. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. First pitch brought to you by a Gripper Sports Store in Wahpeton. Riley Timian, Caden Hockard, Gavin Schroeder up to bat this inning as Wahpeton trails by 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. First pitch catches the outside corner. 0-1 count. Every single one of Wahpeton's right-handed batters on that outside corner. It looks like they almost want to step into it and, for lack of a better word, drag bunt. The delivery. Breaking ball hits in front of the plate. 1-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the top of the second. Timian has been on a little bit of a hot streak. Had a good game yesterday. Went 1 for 3 with an RBI. The day before that, 3 for 4. The pitch catches the outside corner. 1-2. Timian mouths that he wasn't happy about that one. Home plate umpire saying, step up in the box. The 1-2. Wool, right-handed pitcher, working out of the windup. Catcher sets up outside corner. The 1-2. The pitch, hard hit ball, goes right back to Wool. who flips it to first for the out. A 1-3 put out. One down at the top of the second. Caden Hockert steps to the plate. Pitcher trying to do himself some favors here. Kindred's pitchers, they have done a number on Wahpeton this season. Gavin Schroeder on deck. The pitch. Breaking ball misses outside corner. Bounces behind the plate. 1-0 count. Wolves takes up steps off the rubber. Looks over at his third baseman who reties his shoes. Very important as a defensive player. Make sure your shoes are tied. That's one thing that you don't need to be worrying about in the field. The 1-0. The pitch. Hard hit ball goes to the second baseman. Gloves it on his backhand side. Fumbles it. Goes one with it. Not in time. E4 gets Hockert on base. Gavin Schroeder steps to the plate. Wahpeton's first base runner. And that's what you need to do as a hitter is just put the ball in play hard somewhere. And that's exactly what Caden Hockert did. Shortstop now retying his shoes. Kindred having a tough time. Gavin Schroeder steps to the plate. One on, one down in the top of the second. The delivery misses away. 1-0 count. Wool likes to work that outside corner as Docker sets up low and inside. The delivery. Chest level for a strike. 1-1. Chris Kapp is not happy with the strike zone. Takes a walk in the third base box. The 1-1. Wool comes set, working on the first base side of the rubber. Hard hit ball. Goes on the right side. Right fielder drifts back. Makes the grab. 2 down. Hockert stays at second. Josiah Hoffman steps to the bat. Yesterday, Hoffman went 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, was able to draw a walk. Batted in the 8th spot yesterday and the 7th spot today. Moving on up. Skylar Blado, the DH, on deck. Runner on first, 2 down, top of the second. Kindred leads 3-0. The delivery outside. Misses the strike zone, 1-0 count. Wahpeton batter is going to have to crowd the play a little bit more as that strike zone is expanded on the outside corner a little bit. Wool comes set, the delivery. High and away, 2-0 count. Wahpeton dugout a lot more lively today than they were yesterday against Castleton. 2-0 count. Hoffman puts his bat on his shoulder. Grips up. The delivery. Misses away. 3-0 count. Chris Kappas gives the signs again from third base. Going to be telling his guy to maybe hold up on this one. The 3-0. Hockert takes another step at first. The delivery. Catches the outside for a strike. 3-1. Haven't seen a lot of Skylar Blado this season when it comes to hitting. Be curious to see what the DH can do. The pitch down the pipe for a strike. 3-2 counts. A payoff pitch coming up to the first baseman. Hoffman spits on the turf, steps back in. Watford City, a beautiful field, but it's a turf infield and outfield. The delivery, high fly ball goes foul down the first base line. Count stays 3-2. And we've seen unlikely heroes step up for post 20 in the past. Braxton Polly had a good 2-week stretch there where he stepped in for Jaden King with a concussion. Skylar Blado going to have to do that as King with arm discomfort, not in the lineup today. Swing and a miss. So Josiah Hoffman goes down cutting. After 1.5 innings of work, Wahpeton trails 3-0. You're listening to B92.7. Bottom of the second coming up.
Shelly Zock at Miller Realty has been a full-time realtor in Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Shelly has called the Twin Towns home her entire life, which makes her the perfect person to call if you're looking to buy or sell a new home in the area. As a first home certified agent, her specialty is assisting first-time home buyers. Shelly is here to help with all of your real estate needs. Give her a call at 701-640-0264 or send an email to Shelly@GuyMillerRealty.com.
You're probably running on all cylinders during the summer months, which means your car is too. Bring your car to the experts at Smith Motors in Wahpeton before you make your long summer haul. Save big this month with Smith Motors service rebate specials going on now. Huge rebates on rotors, brake pads, and batteries to cabin and engine air filters and wiper blades. $10 to $40 rebates depending on the service. Your summer destination for expert service is Smith Motors in Wahpeton. For more information on monthly specials and to schedule your service appointment, visit smithmotors.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as we come LIEV live from Watford City for this Class A state baseball tournament. Kindred coming to the bats, bottom of the second. Wahpeton trails 3-0 as 9-1-2 hitters coming to the plate. Graham Glasso.
Their second baseman, Graham Glasso.
Hockert's still on the hill, 4-post-20. Had a tough outing in the first. See if he can get it down the second. Pitch outside, misses the strike zone, 1-0 count. And as a young guy, it's very hard to do inning by inning, batter by batter. You got to forgive and forget. Pitch misses away, 2-0 count. But it's imperative that you do have a short memory. They call it goldfish memory, that you don't think about what the last pitch was or what the last hitter did to you. The 2-0 misses away, 3-0 count. And especially in a situation like this where it is win or go home, if Wahpeton doesn't get this one done, they are going to have a long trip back to the Twin Towns. The delivery catches the outside corner, paints the black. 3-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the second. Glasso steps back in. The delivery. Watches another one go by for a strike. Full count to the second baseman. Glasso wears number 7 for Kindred. An armband on his right arm sleeve. The delivery. High fly ball to where Ulick's going to come in hard on it and makes a grab. 1 down. Good job by Hockert battling back after trailing in the count 3-0. Mason Almero steps in, had a single and scored a run in the first inning. Almeros had a single, and Matt Peterson on deck had a triple, which is arguably, I think, the hardest ball to hit in baseball. The delivery. Pop fly back behind the crow's nest. 0-1 count. Hockert throwing strikes consistently now. 4 straight strikes from Hockert. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses high above the numbers. 1-1 count. Breeze picking up in Watford City. Still 78 degrees. High today in the 80s, which is comfortable. The pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. Gets him. 1-2. Hoffman, Rittenhauer. Kappas, Timian is your infield. Schroeder, Ulick, Josiah Brewer is your outfield. The pitch, breaking ball, misses way above the numbers. 1-2. Curveball doesn't break. It either ends up in the delivery. Hard hit ball goes into the outfield for a single. Brewer able to throw it back in. A zinger by the second baseman brings up Matt Peterson. 2 for 2 this afternoon, Almeros. Pearson trying to add to it. One down, one on for Kindred in the bottom of the second. Hockert looks in, Fleetwood given the line or the numbers from behind the plate. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, a 9 versus 9. The delivery misses high, 1-0 count. Wahpeton pitchers, maybe it is the mound in Watford City, pretty much across the board have struggled with kind of pushing off, leaving a lot of balls high. Foul ball goes straight back in the backstop, 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on in the bottom of the second. But if Hockert leaves balls high, the ball either ends up deep in the outfield or it goes off the glove of Jackson Fleetfoot. The 1-1. Pearson looks ready, cocks back, the delivery in the dirt, 2-1 count to the center fielder. Pearson had an RBI triple his last time at the plate. Helped the Vikings build this 3-0 lead. Steps back in. Takes a couple practice cuts, but the bound on the shoulder. 2-1 count. Pickoff move, not in time. Hoffman gloves it, sends it back to his pitcher. Tori Ulick looking out at the residential neighborhoods behind center field. Outfield looks bored. The 2-1. Hawker comes set on the hill out of the stretch. The pitch. Hard hit ball. Hoffman gloves it, goes 1, goes 2. The throw to second, not in time, but 2 down on the ground out. Nick Thompson steps up, had an RBI sac fly, his first time at the dish. The power hitting first baseman. And that was the right play by Hoffman. You get a ground ball right next to the bag. You want to touch first and go to second, but the throw was just a little bit errant. Kappas wasn't able to glove it at shortstop and put the tag on. Runner in score position for Thompson. The delivery, high fly ball. No, goes past Kappas at shortstop. Runner rounds third, comes in. Ulick having a tough time picking the ball up. So a single by Thompson scores Almeros from second base. RBI for Thompson. That's his second of the day as Kindred takes a 4-0 lead.
Now up, Jack Packer, designated hitter.
Jack Packer, the DH, steps to the plate. Had a walk, scored a run in the first. The pitch, above the numbers, 1-0 count. Thompson not a big threat to stealing bases. Almeros now 2 runs scored this game as Kindred has a 4-run lead. Hawker comes set on the hill, looks in, the delivery. Fly ball on the right side of the infield. Hoffman drifts underneath it, makes the final out of the inning. So after 2 complete, Kindred leaves the runner on base, but not before scoring a run themselves. Top of the third coming up. Vikings lead the Post 20 guys 4-0. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
At Titan Machinery, we know that maintaining your equipment's health keeps it running at peak performance. That's why we carry genuine Case IH lubricants, filters, and batteries for your total maintenance solutions. Achieve longer service intervals and higher performance with our OEM lubricants. Maximize your machine's efficiency with Case IH approved filters and depend on our quick starting batteries designed to handle extreme vibrations and temperatures. Visit Titan Machinery today and purchase genuine Case IH lubricants, filters, and batteries to get the most out of your investment. Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay $24.25 an hour plus $300 a month commuting bonus. www.cargill.com/careers. Good luck Wahpeton Post 20 and all the teams in the East Region Baseball Tournament.
Hear that?
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call on B92.7, this Class A state baseball tournament from Watford City. Skylar Blado steps to the plate. Wall still on the hill. Blado, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery, swinging and a miss, big cut by the DH. I want to take a moment here to pause and give my condolences. Bill Russell, the ultimate champion, 11-time champion in the NBA, passed away today at age 88. The delivery, belt high ball, 1-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the top of the third. Your first pitch brought to you by Gripper's Sports Store in Wahpeton. The pitch from Wall, breaking ball, makes the DH flinch, 1-2 count. And that right-handed batter, that right-handed pitcher is going to give you a pitch that you're not going to necessarily love. Pitch in the dirt. Blado watches it go by for a ball, 2-2 count. High fly ball on the right side. Goes out of play. Getting attacked by the Bees in Watford City. The 2-2. Wool out of the windup. The delivery. Fly ball goes out of play. Well, we lost it in the sun. Always dangerous being on the first base line. You never know when a foul ball is going to come by and get you. The 2-2 count. The pitch, breaking ball, goes off of Blado. So a hit by a pitch puts a runner on base in the top of the third. Jack Rittenhauer, number 9 hitter, steps to the plate. On deck is Caden Kappas, grounded out. Tori Ulick in the hole, who grounded out to the third baseman in the first inning. Rittenhauer steps into the box. Blado takes his lead at first. The pitch. Down the middle of the plate for a strike. 0-1 count to the second baseman. Nobody out, one on to the top of the third. Wahpeton's got a little bit of a hole to dig themselves out of, trailing by 4. The pitch misses away, 1-1 count. Rittenhauer steps back in. Wool looks over at his runner. Comes set. The pitch, breaking ball above the numbers. 2-1 count. Both pitchers having a tough time getting that breaking ball, that curve ball to do anything for them. The pitch, fastball, pops foul. Ties the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rittenhauer taps both sides of the plate, moves up in the box. Docker sets up inside. The delivery. Another fly ball, lost in the clouds. Going to go foul behind first base. So Rittenhauer fighting it off. Trying to work Wool's pitch count up. The 2-2. The pitch misses away, full count. And honestly, Rittenhauer might have got lucky on that pitch because the umpire has been working more and more of that strike zone on the outside corner. Full count, runner on first. Blado leans back towards the bag. The delivery. Pops fly into right field. And down the line goes foul. Correction, right fielder was able to make the grab on it. Terrible angle we have on the first base line. 1 down on the fly out. Caden Kappas steps to the plate. Ulick on deck. Runner on first, 1 down in the top of the third for a lead for Kindred. So Wahpeton on the first base line, Kindred on the third base line at Watford City. Wool comes set on the hill, looks in. The pitch. This is away, 1-0 count. Blado takes his lead. Very conservative lead by the Wahpeton base runners. Wool looks in. The pitch. Fastball at the belt for a strike. 1-1 count. Once across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Chris Kappas not excited that his shortstop took that pitch. Wool comes set. The delivery. Another strike down the middle. 1-2. Wahpeton bats not waking up this morning. The 1-2. Catcher sets up outside. Breaking ball. Misses away. 2-2 count. And on a breaking ball that's moving away from you, best thing you do is try to put it into right field. But Wahpeton batters kind of drop their shoulder a lot on those outside pitch. Misses away. 3-2 count on the outside. Full count coming up to the shortstop. Tori Ulick taking big swings on the on-deck circle. Pop fly goes foul down the first base line. So Kappas lives to see another pitch. 3-2 count. Caden Kappas, arm sleeve on his throwing arm. The pitch. Another foul ball down the first base line. Inside corner, Kappas able to fight it off. Bull comes set out of the stretch. Comes set, working on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch. Another foul ball down the first base line. Jackson Fleetwood saying he doesn't want to go home from the steps of the dugout, telling his shortstop to fight at the plate. The 3-2, the pitch goes off of Kappas' head, knocks the helmet off. So 2 hit batters this inning by Wool. Tori Ulick steps up, 2 runners on. Fleetwood represents the tying run in the top of the third. Catcher gives his pitcher a knuckles, tells his guy to calm down. Don't put balls off of guys' heads. It's a good rule of thumb. As Chris Kappas talks to the home plate umpire, make sure that his shortstop is good. Jaden King took one off the head earlier this season, missed a couple days due to concussion-like symptoms, so scary for post 20, especially kind of the quarterback of the defense is Caden Kappas. The pitch misses high, 1-0 count. Bull working from the first base side. The pitch down the middle for a strike, 1-1 count. I'd like to know the philosophy behind watching a first strike go by. I was a terrible batter, so I was having the umpire bail me out a lot. But to watch a first strike go by, is it because you want to see him throw one for you? The pitch fouled off, 1-2 count. Because sometimes that first strike that you see is the first or the best pitch you're going to get. The 1-2. 2 runners on for Tori Ulick, the center fielder. Open stance for the left-handed batter. The delivery misses away, 2-2 count. Nobody, or 1 out, 2 on. Two count. The pitch misses away, 3-2. Tori Ulick battling back at the plate. Wool comes set on the rubber, looks back at his runner, the delivery. Hard hit ball, second baseman gloves it, goes 2, goes 1. Not in time. So Ulick gets on the fielder's choice. Kappas goes back to the dugout, but a runner 90 feet away now for post 20. Skylar Blado at third, Ulick at first. Jackson Fleetwood steps up. Imperative that Wahpeton scores some runs here as the Kindred head coach comes to talk to his guys. A little brouhaha on the hill. Want to give a shout out to Optimum Rehab. So far, none of the Wahpeton players have dealt with any serious injuries. Your injury report coming into this game, however, Jaden King not able to suit up for post 20, suffering from arm discomfort in that left elbow and shoulder. So the normal everyday right fielder and a guy that can throw a couple innings for you, he's out of the lineup, which really stinks for the Bats. Jaden King hasn't had a great time at the plate. Went 0 for 1 yesterday. And in that 11-0 win against Williston, King went 0 for 3. So his bat kind of quiet, but normally is a pretty good hitter on the right side of the plate. So Fleetwood at the dish, Timian on deck. Timian grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. Fleetwood flew out to the right fielder, trying to correct that. Runners on the corners for post 20. Tori Ulick been known to steal a base or two, so Vikings on high alert. 2 down for a lead in the top of the third for Kindred. Wool comes set on the rubber. Out of the stretch, looks over the pitch. Catches the inside corner. Fleetwood's back leg kind of drifts over the plate. Very happy feet in the box. A lot of Wahpeton batters like that. And Wool's not throwing anything that post 20 hasn't seen before. McCall yesterday was throwing about 10 miles per hour slower. The pitch misses outside, 1-1 count. McCall had almost, I would call, an ephus type of pitch that just threw off the post 20 hitters completely. Wool moving a little bit more like an everyday pitcher. A little bit of speed, a lot of break on his breaking ball. Breaking ball misses away. Ulick slides into second base. 2 runners in scoring position for Jackson Fleetwood, the catcher. 1-2 pitch to Fleetwood, 2 down. Taps both sides of the plate. Wahpeton left 1 runner on in the second inning. 2 runners on here. Wool comes set on the hill. Timeout taken by Fleetwood. He's going to take a couple practice cuts. Didn't like how long it was taking for Wool to deliver a pitch. Fleetwood steps back into the box, taps both sides of the plate. Docker sets up outside. The 1-2. The delivery. Hard hit ball back up the middle. That's going to score a run as it gets past the second baseman. Ulick thinks about going home. Stays. Runners on the corners on the RBI single by Jackson Fleeflet. Riley Timian steps to the plate. Skylar Blado scores the first run of this game for Wahpeton, trailing by 3, 4-1. That second baseman tried to glove it on the backhand. He's had a tough time this afternoon going to that non-glove side. So Fleeflet at first, Ulick at third. Riley Timian steps to the plate, trying to keep this conga line going. 4-1 lead for Kindred. Wahpeton knocking on the door, now 2 outs. Very good 2-out team. Caden Hockert on deck, the pitcher for Post 20. The pitch, ball is outside, 1-0 count. And it looks like Jaden King comes on to pinch run for Fleeflet. Good idea by the Wahpeton staff. Jaden King, a very good base runner. Takes off, hard hit ball, line out to the third baseman, leaves 2 runners on base. That ball was hit perfectly, but the third baseman playing his position gets the grab. After 2.5 innings, Wahpeton leaves 2 runners on, but not before scoring a run. 4-1 lead for Kindred going into the bottom of the third. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. As your infield is going to stay the same, Hoffman, Riddenhauer, Kappas, Timmy, and outfield, Schroeder, Ulick, and Brewer. Up to bat this inning for Kindred, it's going to be Carter Schmitz, Jorgen Swenson, and Jeremiah Docker, the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Schmitz gets his signs. In the bottom of the third, Kindred leads by 3, 4-1 lead. Hockert working out of the stretch. The pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1 count. Wind picking up in Watford City. We're trying to keep that wind away from our microphones. The delivery misses away. 1-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the third. Hockert goes back to the windup. The pitch. High fly ball into center field. Ulick shifts underneath it and makes the grab. 1 down. Jorgen Swenson, the third baseman, steps up. Got stranded at second base in the first inning after drawing a walk by Hockert. And if you're a Post 20 fan, you're kind of just hoping that Hockert can get through this inning and maybe the next, and then have a couple bats warm up a little bit, have Zoc come in and close. But there's no tomorrow if you don't win today. The pitch in the dirt, 1-0 count. Wahpeton bats waking up a little bit in that previous inning, able to get a run across. The pitch, hard hit ball up the middle, gets past Riddenhauer at second base. So Swenson at first for Jeremiah Docker, the power hitting catcher, stepping to the plate. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Docker flew out to Kappas his last time at the plate. Connor Rowland 0 for 1 as well. Struck out looking to end the first inning. Hockert's only K this afternoon. Jeremiah Docker steps in, crowds the plate a little bit on Hockert. The pitch. High fly ball, another one to Kappas, who shifts underneath it. Makes a grab, 2 down. Jeremiah Docker must love giving Hockert defensive stats. Back-to-back fly balls to the shortstop. Connor Rowland steps to the plate. The left fielder struck out looking his last time at the dish. Gavin Schroeder in left field, giving a lot of room on the line. Playing about in between Timian and Kappas. Kappas playing close to second base. The pitch eye level for a ball, 1-0 count. Runner on first, 2 down in the bottom of the third. Wahpeton trails 4-1 as Kindred comes to the dish. Pickoff move, not in time. Hoffman gloves it, sent it back to his pitcher. Seen a couple of good pickoff moves by Post 20, not in this tournament, but just this season. Caught a couple guys sleeping on the base pass. The 1-0. Hocker comes set out of the stretch. The pitch, breaking ball, fouled straight back by Swenson. They're probably rolling correction. Connor Rowland, the left fielder, at the plate. On deck is number 9 hitter Graham Glasso. Flew out to the center fielder his last time up in the second inning. The pitch, breaking ball. Fleeflet tries to frame it, is able to. Good job by Jackson Fleeflet. Falling back into the batter, was able to frame it down the middle. The 1-2, 2 down, runner on first. Hocker trying to get another K. The pitch, breaking ball at the helmet of Rowland. So 2's across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hocker trying to get this final K. Steps back on the rubber, looks in, comes set out of the stretch. The low leg kick, chopper to the third baseman. Timian gloves it off the turf, goes one with it, gets away from Hoffman. So an error on the throw as the runner rounds into third. So Swenson at third, Rowland gets on an E5, and this inning continues. Graham Glasso comes to the plate, and this is exactly what Wahpeton didn't want to have happen. A chance to get out of the inning without Kindred scoring any runs, and Chris Kappas comes out to talk to his team, hopefully calm it down. Nerves just a little high, as this is the most pressure Wahpeton has faced all season long. Trailing by 3 runs in the Class A state tournament in Watford City. As more music plays over the PA. Gotta love the music choices by the Watford City PA department, who has done a really good job of having this entire tournament set up. Very rarely do I get celebrity treatment anywhere I go, right? And I know a lot of people do a good job in Wahpeton in making sure that we stay comfortable, but at Watford City, I asked for a bottle of water immediately. It was like that, cold bottle of water. I felt like I was a member of KISS. It was incredible. I felt like Gene Simmons. Kappas breaks up the brouhaha on the mound. 2 down runners on the corners for the Kindred Vikings. Post 117 leading 4-1 on our Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Your infield's Hoffman, Riddenhauer, Kappas, Timmy, outfield Schroeder, Ulick, Brewer. Graham Glasso steps to the plate, flew out his last time up, but an RBI opportunity here with a runner 90 feet away. Runner. Glasso puts the bat on his shoulder. The pitch misses outside, 1-0 count. Low and away. Good place to miss if you're Hocker. Low leg kick by the right-handed pitcher. Comes set on the hill. The slide, swing and fouled straight back. 1-1 count. On deck is Mason Almeros, who's 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored, 2 singles this afternoon. Hocker comes set out of the stretch. Looks in. Fleeflet, the pitch. Another fly ball. This one's going to fall foul, out of play. 1-2 count to the second baseman. Glasso has proven to be a weak spot in the Kindred lineup. Good place for Hocker to potentially get his second K of the afternoon and maybe get out of this inning without allowing any runs. Post 117 has been able to score a run in the 2 previous innings. Runner takes off. Hocker steps off, throws over to Kappas, and trying to get the runner in a pickle. Goes to Timian. Timian to Fleeflet at the dish. Fleeflet able to get the runner in the base pass. for the third out. That's exactly what Post 20 wanted. Jordan Swenson sleeping at the wheel. So after 3 complete, Wahpeton trails 4-1. Hopefully getting a little momentum going as we go into the top of the 4th. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Belmore & Sons in Wahpeton provides their customers with sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic plumbing. Belmore & Sons are licensed, bonded, and certified. Give them a call at 642-8689 or 640-7662. Belmore & Sons, serving the area in sewer and water line installation, mounds and drain fields, trenching and excavating, septic repair, and septic pumping. Give them a call at 642-8689.
Big John's Car Pro, your undercar specialist at 209 4th Street South in Wahpeton, offers free estimates on the repair or replacement of exhaust systems for cars, RVs, and trucks. Big John's also offers complete radiator repair, tires and alignments, specializing in catalytic converters, shocks and struts, and complete brake service from professionals with years of experience. Call 642-5194 to set up your appointment. Big John's Car Pro in Wahpeton.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call. The delivery inside misses the strike zone. 1-0 count. Your first pitch brought to you by Gripper Sports Store in Wahpeton. Up to bat this inning is going to be the pitcher Caden Hockert, Gavin Schroeder, and Josiah Hoffman, the 5, 6, 7 hitters for Post 20. The delivery misses the inside, or catches the outside corner. 1-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the top of the 4th. And Wahpeton trying to get a little momentum after they were able to get a runner in the base pass to end the 3rd inning. The pitch, hard hit ball, goes right to the second baseman on the line out. And Gavin Schroeder steps to the plate. Talking to Chris Kapp as the head coach of Post 20 this past week, he said, the bats aren't asleep, Zimmel. We're just hitting the ball hard, and they just happens to continue to go towards the defensive players. Right on the money there on that line out. The pitch in the dirt, bounces off the plate. 1-0 count, 1 down, nobody on for Wahpeton in the top of the 4th. Trailing by 3 runs, situation that they were in yesterday against Castleton. The pitch down the middle of the plate for a strike, 1-1 count. I was explaining it to a friend of mine. I was saying, it's one of those games where they score a couple runs in the first inning, and then it's the 3rd inning, it's still 2-1. The 4th inning, it's 3-1, and next thing you know, foul ball goes 1-2. Looks like it went off of Schroeder's leg. Wahpeton dealing with a lot of injuries, as the injury bug might have been going around the team. Home plate umpire goes out to talk to the pitcher. Looked like he bounced it off his shin. Home plate umpire looking at the ball, examining it, wondering if it's still good to use. As the trainer comes out to talk to Gavin Schroeder. Schroeder, one of the faster players on Wahpeton's team, so to have him with a broken wheel would not help Wahpeton's cases on the base pass. They've been a very aggressive team, a team that does a very good job of stealing bases and taking extra bases on wild pitches and even singles. A lot of guys are single to the outfield. You might be thinking about, okay, I'm going to second base from first base. No, Wahpeton tries to go to third base from first base on a single to the outfield. 1-2 count as the left fielder steps back in. Wold working out of the windup. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Rocks back, high leg kick, the delivery. Misses the outside corner, 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down as clouds continue to roll in over Watford City. Docker sets up inside for his pitcher. The delivery. High fly ball. Center fielder and left fielder going in. And center fielder makes the grab. 2 down for Post 20. Josiah Hoffman comes to the plate. First baseman struck out swinging to end the 2nd inning. Trying to get a 2-out rally going here. Blado on deck. Scored a run, the only run for Post 20 off a hit-by pitch. Hoffman taps both sides of the plate. White batting gloves for the first baseman. Open stance. Wold rocks back, the delivery in the dirt. 1-0 count. And one of the plagues that has hurt both young pitching staffs is the going back and forth. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. You want to throw consistent strikes. There's another ball's in the dirt, 2-0 count. Or if you're post 20, you want Wold to continue to throw consistent balls, potentially conga line some runners in for you. 4-1 lead for Kindred in the top of the 4th. Wahpeton at the bats. The delivery down the middle of the plate. Belt high fastball. 2-1 count to Hoffman. Looks over at his first base coach. Kappas, no signs. Hand clasp behind the bat. Wold rocks back. High leg kick. The pitch. Hard hit ball off the turf. Third baseman gloves it. Goes 1. Bounces in the dirt. First baseman able to glove it for the 5-3 putout. After 3.5 innings of work, Wahpeton trails 4-1. You're listening to B92.7. You're home for American Legion Baseball. Bottom of the 4th coming up.
At the center of every home lies a place where loved ones unite, children snack with new best friends after school, and world problems are debated over wine. Welcome to the kitchen, where ideas thrive, recipes are born, meals turn into moments, and life is inspired. Medallion Cabinetry offers a wide range of kitchen styles from traditional to contemporary. Get inspired with Medallion Cabinetry from Builder's First Source in Wahpeton, or visit us at www.medallioncabinetry.com. Let our medallion designers inspire you.
Comdale Innovation is seeking individuals for full-time production for a variety of shifts, work for an employee-owned company, clean, climate-controlled, and who cares about the environment with ISO certifications. Starting wage is $15 an hour day shift and 12-hour or afternoon shift $16 an hour, with $150 for afternoon shift and $3 an hour working nights, 7P to 7A. Seeking shift maintenance and tool and die makers. Pay based on experience. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Apply today at Comdale Innovation or online at comdaleinnovation.com.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call. Bottom of the 4th, Kindred leads 4-1. As the Vikings come to the bat, it's going to be 9-1-2 hitters. Graham Glasgow starting this inning again. Started the 2nd, starting the 4th now for Kindred. Hockert rocks back, the breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0 count. Post 20, able to open up the bats a little bit more. Only trailing by 3 runs, but Wahpeton's going to want to get in and out of this inning quickly to get back to the plate. Pitch away, misses the strike zone, 2-0 count. No games tomorrow if Wahpeton can't get it done today, trailing by 3 runs. The 2-0, high leg kick, the delivery, misses low. 2-1 count as Hockert steps back on the rubber. Nobody out, nobody on. The pitch. Chopper goes foul. Ties the count up 2 apiece. Glasso, he flew out to the center fielder. Tori Ulick his last time at the dish. Home plate gives Hockert the point. The 2-2. Another chopper. Kappas gloves it cleanly off the turf. Goes 1 in time. 6-3 put out. 1 down in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order back up. Mason Almeros 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and 2 singles. The right fielder, he's been the linchpin of this team so far. Nick Thompson, probably the only other guy right now who might be contending for player of the game through 4 innings, or through 3 innings. Thompson, 2 RBIs. Fleetfoot sets up outside. The pitch. Hard hit ball. This is going to go right to the right fielder. Good play by Josiah Brewer in right field. Had a couple of hiccups early, but makes the grab there. 2 down for Matt Pearson. Pearson had a triple to start this game, an RBI triple for the left-handed batter. Grounded out to Hoffman in the 2nd inning. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. Hockert, high leg kick, the delivery, hard hit ball. Hoffman gloves it for the out. 1-2-3 inning for post 20, and that's what they like to see. Top of the 5th coming up. Wahpeton trails by 3 on B92.7. You're home for American Legion Baseball.
Hey, if you've ever been to Jankaba Zoo on a summer day, you know it's a whole different, beautiful world. A world that's filled with those crazy spider monkeys and gibbons. And how much time will you spend watching the otters play around? At Jankaba Zoo, you can come eye to eye with the cheetahs and see how much summer fun the new tigers are having too. So listen, this summer when this crazy old world gets to be too much, step into a whole other world. Jankaba Zoo. Bigger and better in 2022. Open 7 days a week from 10 till 7.
Electricity makes our lives easier. It's a reliable energy source that needs to be respected when it comes to safety. Dakota Valley Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, reminds us that storms not only make our roads dangerous, but can take down a power line. If you see a downed power line, Dakota Valley Electric urges you to move away from it and anything touching it. It could still be energized and extremely dangerous. If you see a downed or low-hanging power line, keep everyone away from it and stay safe. This safety message from Dakota Valley Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Econo Foods is now hiring baristas and an assistant manager for Caribou Coffee. Please apply in store or ask for Zachariah or Lana or email your resume to west.hr@lukens.com. If you would like to advertise a job opening on KBMW's Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Hard hit ball to the shortstop, puts one down as Blado goes back to the bench. Your first pitch brought to you by Gripper's Sports Store. Jack Rittenhauer comes to the bat, the number 9 hitter. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher as Wold still on the hill. On deck is Caden Kappas, the first batter. High fly ball. Second baseman coming in. First baseman talking about it. Second baseman makes the grab. 2 down. So just like that, 2 pitches, 2 outs for Post 20 in the top of the 5th. Is getting down to those last couple outs. You want to really be able to squeeze something out here if you're Post 20, trailing by 3 runs. 4-1 lead for Kindred. Kindred scored 3 runs in the first, 1 run in the second. Wahpeton scored 1 run in the third. Since then, not a lot. Pitch, breaking ball down the middle. Big meatball curveball. Kappas wanted to watch it go by. 0-1 count. Kappas 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch, got stranded. The delivery misses outside, 1-1 count. Tori Ulick grounded into a fielder's choice. That's how Kappas ended up stuck at first base. The 1-1, 2 down. Wold leans back, delivers, breaking ball, misses inside. Oh, catches the inside corner. That's a bold call, or I should say a slow call by the home plate umpire. Leaving us in suspense. The 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. The pitch misses away, 2-2 count. Kappas breathes a sigh of relief. Thought he might have got rung up there. Tori Ulick on deck. Ulick 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a ground out. 2-2 count. The pitch to Kappas. Fly ball goes into the net. Count stays 2-2 on the foul tip. Chris Kappas, the head coach of Post 20, gives the signs as Caden Kappas, his son, steps back in. Docker sets up outside for the Vikings. Woolard leans back, rocks, bounces in front of the plate. 3-2 count. Wahpeton trying to get their first base runner in the top of the 5th. Had a good 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. Was able to get out without giving Kindred any runs. Docker sets up low and inside. The 3-2, the pitch. Hard hit ball down the third base line, rolls foul. We do it all again. Caden Kappas fighting it off, working up that pitch count on the Kindred Vikings guys. And look, neither one of these pitchers can pitch again. We're in Sunday. This is a potential 3-day tournament if you want to play in the title game. Not enough time for Hawker to make a step back. The delivery. Another fly ball goes foul. Same thing, though, for Jack Wold, who his pitch count is exceeded the amount to potentially pitch again this tournament. Full count, the delivery, breaking ball, gets him. Kappas threw his bat thinking that he was going to take a walk down the park. Not it, gets rung up looking. After 4.5, Wahpeton trails 4-1. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new parking lot or new roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Jackledge and Associates Agency in Wahpeton is proud to be a local sports sponsor. Representing State Auto, Jackledge and Associates offers home, auto, life, health, farm, and business insurance. Call and talk to Paul, Justin, Angel, Jay, and Greg. Let them help customize a policy that will fit you. Your best insurance is a good agent. Jackledge and Associates Insurance Agency serves North Dakota and Minnesota. Call 642-6022. Jackledge and Associates, representing State Auto.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call. Bottom of the fifth, Kindred leads 4-1. Wahpeton went down 1-2-3 last inning. The pitch catches the numbers, 0-1 count. Nick Thompson takes a big sigh, says, I probably should have swung at that one. The 0-1 count, nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch to Thompson pokes it over the head of Rittenhauer, lands into right field, and is able to get down the first baseline. And Josiah Hoffman looks like he might have tripped up Nick Thompson as Thompson was coming in hard and heavy down the first baseline as the trainer comes out to look at the first baseman. Thompson, he poked it into right field, and he is a bigger guy going full speed down the first baseline. Hoffman was trying to set himself up to potentially get that 9-3 putout, something that every first baseman looks for. Ended up getting in front of the juggernaut and got run over. Wahpeton coaching staff out on the field, and it looks like Chris Kappas is saying that it should have been interference by Nick Thompson. Says that Thompson might have run over his first baseman or potentially knocked him down. I think he got hurt too. Hoffman's still on the ground as Coach Kappas comes back to the dugout. Thompson up and walking around, however, his first base coach looks at him. Fleetfoot immediately ran down the line to make sure that his guy was okay. We still looking, and it looks like Hoffman is still down for the count. Now, this is an interesting situation that Wahpeton puts themselves in, as Jaden King, he's down with an elbow injury. Nicky Zock, he's the backup first baseman, but not a very strong bat. So do you potentially put Zock in for Hoffman and lose Hoffman's bat, or is Hoffman able to get up and recover? Infield still crowded around Josiah Hoffman at first base as the trainer talking about it. Hocker goes back to the hill. This is a break in the action. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball. We'll come back. Or maybe not. Maybe we will stay right here as we're having technical difficulties in Watford City. So, Kane Hocker and Jackson Fleetfoot warm up, keep their arms warm in this bottom of the fifth. Kindred gets a runner on first on the single by Thompson into the outfield. And it looks like Hoffman able to get up on his own. So Rittenhauer asking for warm-up tosses as well as Kappas goes back to his position. Nicky Zock coming out to play first base for Wahpeton, which looks good as Hoffman able to get up on his own, and he's going to walk over to the dugout. So a round of applause for Hoffman. Thompson goes to first base. So it looked like he might have just got the wind knocked out of him potentially. That's hopefully what the end result is as Zock comes on to play first base. And this is really where it comes down to the heart of the champion. Wahpeton is a team that won the title last year. They got guys now they're having to step up. Nicky Zock is going to be one of those guys. Can Zock step up defensively, but more importantly, offensively? When the Wahpeton Bats start coming up, will he be able to hold his own? Jack Packer steps in, the DH. 0 for 1 this afternoon, flew out to the first baseman. Hawker on the hill, Fleetfoot behind the plate, so it's going to be Zock, Rittenhauer, Kappas, and Timian in the infield. Schroeder, Ulick, and Brewer in the outfield. Hockert looks in as Fleetfoot gives the signs from behind the plate. Comes set out of the stretch. The delivery. Hard hit ball down the third baseline goes foul. Jack Packer had a single, scored a run in the first inning, flew out to the first baseman the last time at the plate. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball. Win or go home as we're in the loser quote bracket of the Class A tournament after a loss yesterday. The pitch, breaking ball at the belt level, goes for a strike. 0-2 count to the DH. Nick Thompson laughs about it, steps back in. Thompson was the pitcher that gave Wahpeton so much trouble in the East Region tournament. The 0-2, nobody out, 1 on. The pitch bounces in the dirt. Fleetfoot able to stay in front of it. 1-2 count. So that bloop single by Thompson was what caused this entire brouhaha. Took an outside pitch, put it into right field, but slower of foot. Bounces in front of the plate. There he goes. Tom takes off. The throw over. Rolls into second base. Is out. Nick Thompson gets caught on the base pass for the first out of the game. 2-2 count for Jack Packer, the DH. Packer taps both sides of the plate. Open stands for the right-handed batter. Nobody on. The pitch. Hard hit ball. That's going to get past Timian at third. Rolls into left field. So a single by Packer. And Nick Thompson biting the inside of his lip, thinking, if I just would have been a little bit more patient on the base pass. Ball didn't get by Fleetfoot nearly enough to try to take off. And when he slid into second, he looked like what you would see at SeaWorld with the different animals jumping in and out of the water. It was more of a roll than it was a slide. 1 on, 1 down as the number 5 hitter, Carter Schmitz, comes to the plate. Pinch runner comes on for the DH. It's going to be number 33, Lucas Dahl. So Dahl steps in. Carter Schmitz, the shortstop, at the plate, got on an error by Fleetfoot in the first inning. Flew out to Ulick in center field in the third inning. So as we go in the bottom of the fifth, Kindred leads 4-1, runner on first. Hawker comes set on the hill. Fleetfoot sets up inside. The pitch misses away, 1-0 count. Dahl a little bit more speed than Packer, and I'll tell you, Wahpeton infielder's probably happy because he does not carry nearly as a punch if you get run into. The 1-0 count. Hard hit ball goes back to Hawker. It rolls past him. Rittenhauer misplays it, tags the runner out in the base pass. So Schmitz gets on the fielder's choice. What could have been a double play turns into 1 out. So 2 down on the 4 unassisted by Rittenhauer. Up to bat is Jorgen Swenson, who's 1 for 1. Got thrown out at home. Hockert steps off the rubber, looks the runner back to first base. Swenson, the third baseman, steps on. And that ball got past Hockert's extended glove, and Rittenhauer just didn't watch it into his glove. Was able to get the runner out in the base pass, however. The pitch. Baseman strike, 0-1 count on the outside corner. Swenson steps back in, takes a couple practice cuts. Kindred leads 4-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Trying to add on to that with a runner on first. Hockert looks over at his runner, comes set. Fleetfoot sets up outside. The low leg kick, the delivery. Swing and a miss by Swenson. 0-2 count to the third baseman. Viking steps back in. Going to have to choke up on the bat. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Second K for Caden Hocker this afternoon. Brings up the top of the 6th. Wahpeton trails by 3. You're listening to B9 2.7. Your home for American Legion Baseball. Kindred leads 4-1.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay $24.25 an hour plus $300 a month commuting bonus. www.cargill.com/careers. Good luck Wahpeton Post 20 and all the teams in the East Region Baseball Tournament.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as we go into the top of the 6th. Tori Ulick, Jackson Fleetfoot, Riley Timian. Your first pitch brought to you by Gripper's Sports Store in Wahpeton. Ulick 0 for 2 this afternoon. Jackson Fleetfoot 1 for 2. Riley Timian 0 for 2. So 1 for 6 for all the guys. The delivery misses away. Ball 1. Wahpeton getting out hit 7-1 this afternoon. Having a tough time putting runs on the board. Wold still on the hill. High leg kick, the delivery. Misses away, 2-0 count to the center fielder. Fleetfoot on deck, open stance by the lefty, Ulick. Wold gets the signs from his catcher. Right-handed pitch. Misses away, 3-0 count. So it looks like Jack Wold had a little bit too much R&R on the bench. Wold not a hitter in the Kindred lineup. Should have taken some practice cuts. The pitch misses away. 3-0 or 4-0 count. Walks Ulick. So runner on first as Timian represents the tying run. Kindred leads Wahpeton 4-1 in the top of the 6th. Fleetfoot gets the signs from his coach on the third base line. Steps back in. Couple practice cuts. Taps both sides of the plate. Ulick takes a lead at first. Docker sets up outside. The delivery misses. Catches up and inside on Fleetfoot. 0-1 count. Jackson Fleetfoot doing a little bit of a happy feet in the box. Moves around a little bit, makes it the strike zone move as well. The 0-1 count. Wold comes set on the hill, looks in, the pitch, breaking ball misses away, 1-1 count. Nobody out, 1 on for Post 20 as they trail in this 6th inning. Taps both sides of the plate, comes set. The pitch. Catches the inside corner, paid in the black, 1-2 count. Fleetfoot did not like that inside pitch, jumped away from it. The 1-2. Open stance for the catcher. Docker sets up outside for his pitcher. The delivery, breaking ball, high fly ball as left fielder drifts underneath it. One down, runner stays at first. Riley Timian at the dish. 0 for 2 this afternoon with a ground out and a line out. Caden Hocker 0 for 2, got on an error in the 2nd inning, got stranded on first. 1 down, 1 on for Post 20. Timian steps in, taps both sides of the plate. Wold comes set on the hill, looks in. The pitch, breaking ball, misses away. 1-0 count. Kindred not warming anybody up in the bullpen, meaning that they trust Wold to go the complete distance in this inning. The pitch, runner takes off. The throw down, not in time. So Ulick able to steal second base. Runner in scoring position for Timian as his team trails by 3, 4-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Timian steps back in, one's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for number 11. Ulick takes a big lead at second, trying to score on a single. Wold comes set, timeout taken by Timian, good call. As a hitter, you want to feel more comfortable than the pitcher does pitching to you. That's kind of a secret in the art of batting. On deck is Caden Hawker. Ulick taking a couple steps at second. The pitch, outside corner, first strike, 1-2. Wahpeton dugout a little bit quieter than they were earlier. 1-2. Wold comes set on the hill. Catcher sets up outside. Ulick dancing in second. The pitch takes off, swing and a miss. Runner goes down, or runner takes off at third, and on the failed hit and run, Timian takes a seat on the bench. 2 down on the K. That's only Wahpeton's third strikeout this afternoon, however, as Caden Hawker steps in. 2 down, runner 90 feet away. Got to score a run here in the 6th, trailing by 3 runs. Wahpeton has had a tough time. A lot of goose eggs on the board. Scored 1 run in the top of the 3rd. Pitch outside, misses the strike zone, 1-0 count. Wahpeton scored a run in the top of the 3rd, but since then, 2 eggs on one side, 2 eggs on the other. Ulick takes a lead at 3rd. Wold working on the first base side of the rubber. Swing and a miss. Hawker chases a high one. 1-1 count. On deck is Gavin Schroeder. Schroeder is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts this afternoon. In the hole, Josiah Hoffman potentially, but he's 0 for 2 as well. The pitch in the dirt gets away. Ulick rounds in, and Wahpeton scores their first run since the 3rd inning, scoring on a wild pitch. Cuts the lead in half, 4-1 or 4-2 lead for Kindred in the top of the 6th. That was a must-score run here. Wahpeton could not go another inning without scoring any runs. Hawker steps up. The 2-1 count, nobody on. The pitch misses the outside corner, 3-1 count. This could be another one of the patented post-20 2-out rallies. See if they can get it done. Open stance for the righty. 3-1 count. Wold working out of the windup. High leg kick, the delivery. Misses away, walks the pitcher. So Caden Hawker on base, doing himself a favor. Gavin Schroeder steps to the dish. On deck is Nicky Zock. As the Kindred head coach comes out to talk to his pitcher, this potentially could be it for his guy as he's hit his pitch count limit. Gavin Schroeder at the dish, and I talked to Nicky Zock before the game. I said, how are you feeling, man, knowing that you might have to pitch in this game? And he said, I'm feeling excited, a little nervous, but, in a game like this with 2 down, it's going to come down to situational hitting, and that is exactly what Post 20 needs to do this game. Kindred's head coach still talking to his pitcher, wondering, hey, can you get us out of this inning without giving up any more runs? Or do we need to start throwing somebody now? Brouhaha broken up by the home plate umpire. And we're going to have Wold still pitching, it looks like. So Kindred's infield telling their guy, just throw something across the plate and we'll make a stop behind you. Runner on first, 2 down. Wahpeton trails 4-1 in the top of the 6th. Nicky Zock on deck. Gavin Schroeder taps both sides of the plate and tap, tap, tap in. Wold comes set, looks in, the delivery. Chopper down the 3rd baseline. Foul, 0-1 count. And a 4-1 lead versus a 4-2 lead is a very different ball game for Kindred. You can make it where it'll be very hard for Wahpeton, who's only been able to score a run in an inning, to come back. But now a 2 pitch misses inside, 1-1 on the breaking ball. But if Wahpeton was having to score 2 runs in the top of the 7th, that's doable. They'd like to score a run here in the top of the 6th. But if you need to score 2 to tie it up in the 7th, you can do it. The pitch, high fly ball. That ball's going to go foul somewhere. I lost track of it, so got my head covered. The 1-2 to Schroeder. Schroeder taps both sides of the plate, digs in. Hocker takes the lead at first. The 1-2. Timeout taken by Schroeder. Good call by the lefty as he readjusts his cleats. Looks like another untied shoe. I do not know what it is about the turf at I don't know what it is about the turf here, but it seems like everybody's shoes come untied. The 1-2. Looks in, the delivery, breaking ball, hard hit ball, another line out to the third baseman. So Wahpeton leaves one runner left on base, but not before they score a run. Going into the top of the set, or bottom of the sixth, Kindred leads 4-2. You're listening to B92.7. You're home for American Legion Baseball.
A reputation for being the best. The toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that mean business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. Call 642-9129 or stop on out to Bobcat of Wahpeton Breckenridge on Highway 13 West in Wahpeton.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call as Caden Hocker gets the ball to hopefully finish off a 1-2-3 inning and get us into the top of the seventh for Post 20 fans. Wahpeton trails 4-2 as we go into the bottom of the sixth. Not able to score a run, or only able to score one run in the top of this inning. Could be a tough spot for Post 20 as we go into the final half frames. Up this inning for Kindred is going to be Jeremiah Docker, the catcher, Connor Rowland, the left fielder, and Graham Glasso, the number 9 hitter, playing second base. Docker 0 for 2, Rowland 0 for 2, and Glasso 0 for 2. So 0 for 6 for the bottom half of the order. Right-handed batter, or left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Jeremiah Doctor steps in. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery. In the dirt, gets away from Hockert. 1-0 count. Steps back in, left-handed batter, taps both sides of the plate. The 1-0. In the dirt, gets away from Fleet. 2-0 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the sixth. Home plate umpire going out to toss another new ball to Hockert. And sometimes when it is a turf field, you're not getting that, worn ball. You like a ball in the 6th or 7th inning to have a little bit more feel to it, a little bit more wear and tear to it. You get a little dirt on it. But with a turf infield and outfield, you're not really getting a whole lot of that from the balls. So it's going to be a crisp new ball about every single pitch. Inside, misses, 3-0 count. And I've known pitchers who did not like the new ball feel. A lot of relief pitchers as well who only want to work with a ball that's been through the ringer. The delivery, down the middle of the plate, 3-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the sixth. But as a guy, you got to adjust, especially as a young pitcher. It's all about adjustments. The 3-1. Catches the outside corner. Fleet able to frame it for his pitcher. Full count to Jeremiah Docker. Catcher for Kindred. Only let one ball get by him. The pitch, high fly ball into the outfield. Ulick drifts underneath it for the out. One down as Connor Rowland steps to the dish. Hockert on the hill for Post 20 as Connor Rowland steps in. Well, it looks like we have a pitching or a hitting change. So pinch hitting is going to be Max Upgrade. Max Opgrad steps in to hit for Connor Rowland. Rowland 0 for 2, so maybe something will change here. Hard hit ball goes to Rittenhauer at second, fields it, goes 1, gets it to Zock for the 4-3 putout. And Graham Glasso steps in. Not a lot change between Connor and Max. Glasso 0 for 2 with a flyout, grounded out to Kappas in the 4th inning at shortstop. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. Wahpeton trailing 4-2. Kindred trying to add to their run count as we go into the final frame. The delivery. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-1 count. Hockert working on the first base side of the rubber. Low leg kick, the delivery. Numbers high, 1-1 count. Win or go home, that is what is at stake here. Wahpeton trying to repeat as champions. Kindred trying to play upset. The delivery in the dirt, 2-1 count. Kindred has had Wahpeton's number recently. Had that 9-inning showdown in Wahpeton in the East Region Tournament. That ended up being a 5-1 game, but it was 0-0 after 7. Can you believe that one? The 2-1, Hockert, leg kick, the delivery. High fly ball on the first base side as Riddenhauer goes behind first and makes the grab. So a 1-2-3 inning gets them out of it. Wahpeton trails by 2 going into the final frame. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball. Kindred leads 4-2.
Minn Kota Ag Products is a grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. They are located in the southern Red River Valley and western Minnesota and eastern North Dakota. With the farming industry expanding at great lengths, Minn Kota Ag Products is here to provide area farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. Deep band tillage, soil testing, lime spreading, chemical application, and fertilizer application are just a few of the wide variety of services they offer at Minn Kota Ag Products. Nutrien Ag Solutions in Wahpeton is here to provide local expertise to ag producers and help them take advantage of all the opportunities agriculture has to offer. Whether it's supplying the best performing seed for your unique growing conditions, improving the health of crops to make yields stronger, or providing the right protection to battle disease, weeds, and pests, Nutrien Ag Solutions is there to help. Give them a call at 701-642-5965. Nutrien Ag Solutions, your ag retailer of the future.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call as we get into this final frame of baseball. So up to bat this inning is going to be Zach Blado Riddenhauer, the 7-8-9. New pitcher on the hill for Kindred. And Mason Almeros is going to have to finish this game off for Kindred after his predecessor only gave up 1 run on 1 hit. Isn't that incredible? Well, 2 runs on 1 hit. Nicky Zock steps in, and Zock, not the strongest bat in the order, but, you know, in times like this, you got to come in. Situational hitting. Wahpeton down to potentially their final 3 outs of the season as Kindred leads 4-2. Top of the 7th, your first pitch brought to you by Gripper Sports Store. Almeros' first pitch leans back and fires for a strike down the middle. Zock, left-handed batter. Almeros, a right-handed pitcher. The pitch misses low, 1-1 count. And for Kindred, man, you're in a tough spot. You played spoiler in the East Region Tournament to Wahpeton. Now Wahpeton wants a little bit of revenge. It'd be poetic for them to fire back here. The delivery, looping curveball, misses a strike zone, 2-1 count. Chris Kappas said before he went over to the third base box, he gave his team a little bit of hitting advice. He said the curveball is looping, sit back on it. The 2-1, fastball in the dirt, 3-1 count. On deck is Skylar Blado. Blado, hit by pitch, scored a run, and grounded out to the shortstop. Zock leans back, the 3-1. Watched it go down the middle for a strike. 3-2 count, full count now to the first baseman. Zock hitting for Hoffman after he got ran over by Nick Thompson. Takes a timeout, takes a couple practice cuts. And I've been where Nicky Zock is in a high-pressure situation as a batter. The 3-2. Hard hit ball goes to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly, goes 1 for the 4-3 putout. Skylar Blado steps in, the DH. Wahpeton down to their final 2 outs. Trailing by 2 runs, 4-2. You can cut the tension with a butter knife. Blado taps both sides of the plate. Open stance, right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Docker sets up outside. High fly ball on the first pitch. Goes into the outfield. Right fielder drifts underneath and makes the grab. 2 down. The death bell rings for Post 20. Can they hold off the finale of their season a little bit longer? 2 down, trailing by 2 runs as number 9 hitter Jack Rittenhauer steps to the plate. The pitch. Watched it go down the pipe for a strike. 0-1 count. On deck is Caden Kappas, who's 0 for 2 this afternoon. Struck out looking in the 5th. The pitch. Above the head of Rittenhauer. 1-1 count. 2 down, nobody on. Top of the 7th. Kindred leads 4-2. Wahpeton trying to battle back. Open stance for the right-handed batter. Elmeros leans back, fires. Inside pitch. Down to the final strike. 1-2 count to the second baseman. Rittenhauer taps both sides of the plate. Cocks back. Almeros out of the windup. The delivery. Breaking ball. Fouled off behind the first base dugout. Rittenhauer lives to see another pitch. Breeze coming in from center to right field. That's the second baseman. Grips the bat. The delivery. Chopper to the third baseman. Runs up on it. Goes foul. Heavy sigh by Post 20. 1-2 count. Rittenhauer comes back to the plate. Do the whole thing again. Mason Almeros was playing right field for the majority of this game. Comes in to try to close it for the Vikings. Rittenhauer digs back in. Caden Kappas on deck. This is not where you want to be as a leadoff man. The delivery. Breaking ball. Gets him looking. Jack Rittenhauer goes down looking. And that will end Wahpeton's season as Kindred survives and advances. 4-2 win for Kindred. We'll take a quick break and come back with the season finale. You're listening to B92.7, your home for American Legion Baseball.
They say when the going gets tough, the tough get going. At OK Tire, we're here to keep you going. From Firestone tires and replacements to retreads and even Firestone tracks, we have you covered. Our certified Firestone experts are ready to get you back up and running, no matter if you're on site or in the field, saving you time and money. OK Tire, we keep the tough going.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Eggeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember. How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Life moves fast. Is your internet keeping up? Switch to Red River Communications fiber-fast broadband internet and make buffering and glitching a thing of the past. For over 70 years, Red River Communications has provided the Red River Valley industry-leading technology, all backed by a team of local experts. To upgrade your internet, visit redrivercom.com or give us a call at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we find people to work for you. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available, $17 an hour or more, depending on experience. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services has multiple DSP openings and shifts available. Apply online at www.rrhsf.org. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
As much as we all like to win, it's important to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is one of the most important aspects of any sport. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show you how to play the game. This message brought to you by Schmitty's Plumbing, Heating, and Sheet Metal Incorporated, your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service in Wahpeton. Call them at 642-6574.
Shelly Zock at Miller Realty has been a full-time realtor in Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and the surrounding area for almost 40 years. Shelly has called the Twin Towns home her entire life, which makes her the perfect person to call if you're looking to buy or sell a new home in the area. As a first home certified agent, her specialty is assisting first-time home buyers. Shelly is here to help with all of your real estate needs. Give her a call at 701-640-0264 or send an email to shelly@guymillerrealty.com.
You're probably running on all cylinders during the summer months, which means your car is too. Bring your car to the experts at Smith Motors in Wahpeton before you make your long summer haul. Save big this month with Smith Motors service rebate specials going on now. Huge rebates on rotors, brake pads, and batteries to cabin and engine air filters and wiper blades. $10 to $40 rebates depending on the service. Your summer destination for expert service is Smith Motors in Wahpeton. For more information on monthly specials and to schedule your service appointment, visit smithmotors.com.
Pick up the pace of farming with the Case IH Precision Farming System from Titan Machinery. Whether you're spreading fertilizer, strip tilling, or even farming in the dark, Case IH and Titan Machinery have the perfect guidance equipment for you. Their lineup of remarkable, accurate, hands-free guidance systems can help you optimize your profits and lifestyle by saving you big on input costs, improving yield, and reducing operator fatigue. Stop by your area Titan Machinery location today to find out how a Case IH Precision Farming System can help your operation.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as we wrap this season up. And what a season was it. Wahpeton came in to the East Region Tournament, a number 1 seed, only had 2 losses in the summer before the tournament, and that is really where the wheels fell off. Wahpeton struggled in the East Region Tournament, only won 2 games in that tournament, came in limping to the state tournament as a 4 seed. Was able to get a big win against the number 1 seed out of the West, Williston, but ever since then struggled with the bats. And Caden Hocker did not play bad today on the hill. That was really the biggest if factor that Wahpeton had. They didn't know if how Hocker would pitch. He pitched quite well, only allowed 7 hits, 4 runs. Wahpeton had 2 errors, and that really started the wheels to fall off. An excellent season. We'll go through the starting line or the lineup right now. Caden Kappas 0 for 3. Tori Ulick 0 for 2 with a run scored. Jackson Fleetfoot 1 for 3. Riley Timian 0 for 3. Caden Hockert 0 for 2. Gavin Schroeder 0 for 3. Josiah Hoffman 0 for 2, and we hope that he's feeling a little bit better after getting run over by Nick Thompson of the Vikings. Nikki Zock 0 for 1. Skylar Blado 0 for 2, and Jack Riddenhauer 0 for 2. 0 for 3 as he struck out looking to end this game. So, for Kindred, Mason Almeros was the player of the game, 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a save. Matt Peterson, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Jack Packer, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Nick Thompson, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Jack Packer, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Carter Schmitz, 0 for 3. Jorgen Swenson, 1 for 2. Jeremiah Docker, 0 for 3. Connor Rowland, 0 for 2. Max Alpengard, 0 for 1. And Graham Glasso, 0 for 3. Wahpeton had an excellent season, and we're sad to see this one come to a close. So it's going to be a long drive back to Wahpeton for Post 20, but you got to go with your head held high. It's not so much the wins or losses, it's how you play the game. And Wahpeton played a very good game, this entire summer. They had a lot of guys that had a lot of growth. The name that comes to mind easiest for me is Gavin Schroeder, who struggled during the high school ball season, but during the summer found a new confidence in the bat and played very, very well in the outfield as well as at the dish. And Nicky Zock and Jaden King, two of the lefty pitchers for this squad that was really a staple for him. Caden Kapp is, of course, the defensive lockdown shortstop who covered a lot of ground on the left side and the right side of the infield, and kind of was the Swiffer wet jet, I like to call him, of the entire infield, cleaning up a lot of mistakes by other guys. Torrey Ulick in center field was a lockdown player, and they moved the lineup around a little bit. He played a little bit of leadoff and did a good job in that role. Jackson Fleetfoot behind the dish, calling balls and strikes and kind of helping out his pitchers, framing pitches. Riley Timian at third base, he really woke up the bat in the later half of the season. Caden Hocker, what can you say about the kid? He played a utility position all season long for Post 20. Anywhere you needed to put him, he would be able to do it for you. Josiah Hoffman, a good hitting first baseman, defensively made the scoops that needed to be made. And Jack Rittenhauer was out there as well, playing a good job in the infield. And at the dish, you could see that he became more and more comfortable with his role as a secondary leadoff man in the back half of the order. Well, for the last time, from Watford City and everybody from Watford City, I'm signing off, and for everybody from B92.7 and KBMW, I want to thank you guys for an excellent, excellent summer. Make sure you go to KBMWnews.com for full recaps of all your games, and be listening as football season's right around the corner, folks. We have Twins baseball on the AM all the time on KBMW 1450 AM. But football season's right around the corner, and we'll be right back covering that for you as well. From Watford City, it's Andrew Zimmel. Kindred wins this one and ends Wahpeton season 4-2. Have a pleasant afternoon, everyone.
Tonight's North Dakota State Tournament game was brought to you by Action Realty, Bell Bank, Belmore & Sons, Big John's Car Pro, Builders